Hello guys, this is KTV Vlogs or TBC Production here as I'm back doing a new video here on my blog channel here. And of course, I'm actually bringing back the last couple episodes of the Dragon Ball Discussion Remastered series that I did started like was it last year I think? I think it was the last video I think it was is it the Dragon Ball merchandise and all that stuff. So I think that was the last video I did. So it's been a while since I did one of these videos, of course. And it's basically on the series I kind of despise a lot and kind of felt very so disappointed. As I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this video. So, let's see by the title, today we'll be talking about Dragon Ball Super. Yeah, been waiting to do this video for a very, very long time, and now I'm ready to do it. And remastered in HD quality. Okay, so Dragon Ball Super. How I discovered it was it was leaked. I'll tell you guys a story here. So it was around 2015, of course, as during that year we had Resurrection F. And it was in September. I remember one day, I think it was a Japanese kid from Japan that was on YouTube, and he actually leaked this show. So this show is actually leaked on the internet. It was not like, oh, it was broadcasting on the internet. No, this show was actually leaked. It was uploaded by a kid in Japan. I mean, 2015, everybody went berserk. Like, oh my god, a new Dragon Ball show, a new Dragon Ball show. You know, like all that stuff. And it was, like I was not hyped for the show at all. And I realized what the show was trying to do, but it wasn't really exciting, and that's why it's in some cases some people will say it's was great, it's better than GT, and all that whole debate and everything. And gotta realize this show can't even connect to none of the other shows, and it really doesn't, and that's why I despise it a lot because it don't really connect with Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z or GT. It doesn't. Cause it's like a what if, and that's all it is. So that was the history of how I discovered it, because it was leaked on the internet and everybody went crazy and berserk over the show, and they just started broadcasting the show across YouTube for like I think until 2017 or 18, because yeah, I think it was 2018, because in 2017 Funimation English dub started to dub the voicing for English in 2017 in January. So it's kind of strange how if this show's leaked 2 years before and for Funimation English dub voice actors start to do the voicing on the show, it is kind of surprising that some people don't know that. That's what's crazy about it. But I find it like I said, it was kind of like I wasn't not surprised about the show at all, because when I watched Resurrection F, I was just thinking like this is like instead of Trunks killing Frieza, you want Goku to kill Frieza. That's how it was. So, all right, I had a lot planned for this video. I mean, wanted to do this video for a very long time, so going through my whole notes because I watched the whole series. It's kind of rough to watch it again because some of the episodes were not really great and it was just bonkers. So, including in this video, I will actually include the last movie they made, the superhero, because in the movie section, I include Battle of Gods, Resurrection F, and the Broly movie. So I included those three because I already seen those movies. So in this video, I will include the superhero movie. I did watch it, so it'll be in this video. All right, let's get started. So for the first arc, of course, is Battle of Gods, because Battle of Gods basically was the story they adapt to make it as a season, I guess. So I know the whole story about gods and everything from the actual movie. So what's different in this movie is the fact that what's surprising me in this movie is that they erase, well, not movie, this show for Vegeta actually. They erased the whole fact of that whole moment in the Z in the Majin Buu saga of him respecting Goku and all of that. It was like they just erased that, like that did not exist ever again. So Super is trying to make N to Z not really a thing. Even so, like Pan will be born and all that stuff, and Bola is born and all that. Yeah, that connects in some ways, but it does not connect with Z because Beerus is not in a Z or Whis or none of those characters to be exact. So I find that kind of strange. But the whole Vegeta character moment in that time in Dragon Ball Z basically just got thrown out the window. It don't exist ever again. And just, oh, surprise, you got corrupt. All that just, it's like, and then plus look what he's wearing. He's back in his Android Saga outfit. It's like, hey guys, remember that? Look, we're gonna have Vegeta be like this now. And that's all he is. It's like he's wearing that outfit to make you, oh, what phase he's in. It's basically what it is. I can see. That's why it's kind of confusing. So, yeah, throwing his whole character out the window and basically it's like we're in the Android saga again. Alright, so another thing about this is that Beerus was already awake in the show, but in the movie he just woke up. So that's what's different. And the Pilaf gang were first seen in the show, but in the movie it's like they was already at the party. So it's like they were just there. And what is so dumb about this? They're kids. They're all kids. And like, are they slapping GT in our faces? I guess because they turned Goku into a kid. Now they're kids. It's so wrong. But like I said, I mean, like it's just ridiculous. I mean, it's not. It's. I don't understand. Um, what's crazy? As I realized in Super, King Kai actually has his planet back in the show. So, well, in the movie, I was like, how the hell King Kai got his planet back? I thought it blew up. And I realized when I watched, I think it's GT, and King Kai is on his planet. So I was like, oh, so he must have got his planet back, I guess. So that's why I was kind of thinking of that. But I was like, King Kai got his planet back? That's kind of strange. Um, the whole scene of Vegeta dancing is not in the show, but of course it's in the movie. And just him wants to cook, basically trying to cook a whole bunch of food and stuff. And I guess at least they removed that ridiculous shit, but it still was not that great in a way. And I didn't really care for it really. Then they on a boat, so it's different. They not at the capsule corp location. They're on a cruise ship, so that's what was the only thing that was different from the movie. So let's see. Everything else it plays mostly almost the same, like the movie kind of, and it's still the same because Goku achieved the Super Saiyan God and all that stuff. So that's basically it for Battle of Gods, and I think towards the end it shows the character you see on the screen is Champa and Bados. They were going around destroying planets and shit and just doing that stuff. Then of course it leads into Resurrection F. Of course, so you got Goku wants to go train on Beer's planet and all that stuff, and Vegeta wants to go too. And technically, it just that's how it was for the Resurrection F movie. So basically, it shows you the scene when they go to his planet. Instead, in Resurrection F, when you watch the movie, they already there. Okay, so let's talk about Resurrection F section. And of course, as for the Battle of Gods thing, it was some different things in it, but they was trying to change it and make it look different than the movie. All right, Resurrection F, of course. The story by that. Some of Frieza's soldiers and henchmen wants to resurrect Frieza and took the Dragon Balls and resurrect Frieza and basically wants his revenge on Goku and everything. And what surprised me to this nonsense when you watch Resurrection F section on the show, Frieza don't remember seeing Majin Buu in Hell. So it's what's so weird about this crap. It's like they retcon something that I remember me looking at on the show, and say, no, that's filler. Really, filler? It's not filler because it's part of the damn story. Because Frieza saw Majin Buu in Hell, him and Cell. So technically, and then when we get to superhero, I had a lot to talk about that because I was like, this movie could have been a perfect movie for Cell. So I'll talk about that when we get to that. Okay. Um, what's different in Resurrection F? Everything is still plays the same, almost like the movie, except two things. Okay, the first thing, Captain Ginyu survived. Of course, he was still a frog, and he transferred his soul, transfer switched bodies with one of Frieza's soldiers. Then Piccolo dies, and I'm thinking in my head like, what the hell? And then you got Gohan basically being so weak. And I'm thinking, like, Ultimate Gohan, where are you at? And the whole thing of Frieza being so strong and shit, like, Gohan would destroy him in less than, like, 2 seconds. If I could think, if I imagine that. Like, Fusion Reborn. So, seeing that, it's like, what the hell are they thinking? What they trying to do? See, like I said, the whole movie was like a basically they want Goku to kill Frieza. And that's technically all this movie was. Instead of Trunks, you want Goku to do it, and that's all it is. It's like they retconned the whole beginning of the Android saga with Trunks killing Frieza. You don't got King Cole, and it's basically that all over again. So it's like a Goku versus Frieza sequel. That's all it is. Uh, let's see. Anything else that was, and most of that, I think that was mostly it. Everything at like towards the end, like they kill Frieza and all that stuff, and wish back Piccolo. I mean, like Piccolo shouldn't die. I mean, like what the hell? Like so it was so dumb. What else? Who was Gotenks in this? No, Goten. I think Goten Trunks was in this. Yeah, I think they were. They were not in the movie though. I don't think they were. It's been a while since I watched Resurrection F. I do have a Resurrection F movie. I do have the movie. I think I got all three of them. Yeah, I got Battle of Gods. I got Resurrection F. I got Super Broly, of course. Yeah, I'm trying. I don't remember Goten Trunks being in the movie, but they were in the show. Okay, so for Resurrection F, those were the only things that were different. It plays out the same, like, but instead Piccolo was dead. They I know Piccolo dies just like that, and Gohan is weak and vulnerable. I'm like, Ultimate Gohan, really? I mean, like, yeah, guys, it was just so disappointing. But yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this section for Restoration F. You know, his first two seasons was retelling the two movies. That's all it was doing, but with different takes on it. All right, so basically, the Super Show didn't start with till the third season, kind of, and it's a different story. So we have the whole Universe Six tournament, the whole arc of this, and as this story starts out, of course, Goku, uh, Beerus, I mean Champa and Beerus were arguing, basically arguing with each other, and wants to challenge. They basically start out they were supposed to fight each other, and but instead they wanted they universe 6 versus universe 7. So as we realize, as we realize the universe is here, Goku, the main Dragon Ball line, the series, Goku is Universe 7. They all Universe 7. So we realize that Goku is the seventh universe of all the other universes in the world. So so the characters that we see that they face in this, of course, you got Kaba, you have Frost, this basically a Frieza race. You have uh yeah, I think it's Hit, Kaba, Frost, Megetta and damn, I forgot that big bear one. I forgot what his damn, I forgot what his name was. But it was a whole bunch of them. Megetta is the robot. Yeah. So it was just a tournament, of course, and then basically as in the end, of course, Goku fights Hit and all that. And basically, the whole fight was stopped because of this. Oh my god, this thing called Zeno. It looks like a damn marshmallow, and technically, all these guys are bowing down to a freaking marshmallow. Oh my god. I mean, like I said, when I watched this shit, I'm like, what the hell? I mean, like it was just wrong. It was just so wrong. Uh, I think the only thing I remember from this was there was an episode they mentioned Oob, like Goku knows Oob, and they basically are trying to they try to fool us with that, but this whole entire time before that moment from Z, you think he would been already born by now? But in reality, how all of this would connect with in a Z, and it does not connect at all. That's why it's just so confusing. And of course, the whole thing they have beards and shit. I mean, like that was the only thing I remember from this. But of course, Vegeta doing Final Flash and all that. Let's see. I think Piccolo fought Frost. Was it Frost? Yeah, I think Piccolo fought Frost. Goku fought that bear. I think Vegeta did fight Hit, but he lost. Of course, that I noticed that. But yeah, I was like, yeah, like there was a lot of things in this season that was so confusing. It is kind of confusing. Yeah, of course, the copy Vegeta thing and all that mess. I mean, like it was weird at the same time. All right, so next, yeah, that was it for the Emperor Six tournament. Next is the Goku Black Arc. Mostly, all my friends were copying this whole thing for like stop motions and stuff when this came out. And of course, the whole thing is basically because during that time, everybody was playing Xenoverse. Of course, I did play Xenoverse, but only played the first one. Then I stopped playing it. Yeah, I stopped playing it, and I gave it. Then I gave it away because like I didn't care for it after that. But I have it now. I do have it Xenoverse now. I have it on PS4. But everybody was playing that game. Then of course, I think let me see, 2014, 2015. I think that art, yeah, that art came out 2016. The when it was broadcasting on YouTube. Everybody was watching these episodes, binge watching them every week. Uh, yeah. So the whole story is basically Trunks. Basically, as the one to bring back future Trunks, but he's like in a nightmare, like a nightmare tragedy. And of course, Bulma gets killed and all this, and his whole future is destroyed. I'm kind of thinking Trunks is living peacefully and not worrying about no evil threats. That's what I'm thinking. Oh no, he's in a nightmare. It's in a horrible apocalypse. Oh my gosh. You're just so wrong. But like I said, that's how it was like to me when I saw this whole arc, and this whole arc was kind of so meaningless. And if I can say it myself, because he didn't need Goku or Vegeta to beat Samasu. So because the real threat is actually Samasu, because Goku Black was just the 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 mask. I'll say the mask. Goku Black was just the mask, and Samasu was the real threat. But his threat wasn't really that simple. Like I mean, like Goku's thinking, "Hey, let's go fight this guy." Like I'm like, what the hell? I mean, like it's like this whole show don't have no meaningful or feeling emotion or anything, and that's not Goku. I mean, like when you watch Z and you feel emotion and you feel the anger and feel the sadness, that is real. That's there. This show don't have that. Even so, Trunks is living in a nightmare. It's not. It don't. It didn't really hit me. It's just like, what the hell? I can't see Trunks living like this. It's just not right. So yeah, like the whole story was kind of like, what the hell is going on? Like, okay, they keep going back to the future, try to do this. They go back again, try to do this again. Go back, do this again. Then okay, here comes Vegito. Then this. Then call Zeno. Blow up the universe. Wow, whole show has no meaning at all. I mean, it was just stupid. Like I said, the whole arc was so misleading. Well, so fucking simple. Oh my god. Like I said, it was. Some people say it's the best arc. It's the best arc. Yeah, it tried to be good, but it still wasn't good. 'Cause it was just like they keep running, keep escaping, go back, do it again, go back, leave, go back, do this, do that. I mean, come on, like it didn't have no meaning to it. And then it ended on a cliffhanger of Gohan looking like Ultimate Gohan. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, but I don't understand. Like, it was just not right. Trunks should be living in peace. And why is he dealing with this mess? And I know I forgot to talk about the whole thing with Mai and Trunks. That was, I'm like, what the hell? I mean, like I said, it really doesn't do well. It really doesn't. It's sad, very sad. I mean, there were good episodes in the arc. I mean, there were good episodes, but if it was just depicts around Trunks, like there was a scene with him and Gohan. There was a scene with him and 18, 18 and 18. It was nice. Him and Krillin. I mean, it was great. But what is wrong with that is that Trunks' hair is blue. Now that would confuse me. Why the fuck is his hair blue? And the Trunks that we know, the Trunks from Z, hair is purplish white color. So why the hell is hair fully blue? See, that's what's confusing me because that I was like, what the hell? Why the hell does hair look like that? And of course, like his whole form, like him turning to almost like a what u- ultra ultra instinct almost. And I still find that form kind of confusing. If you, yeah, I do find it confusing. But I always thought like I know Trunks can go Super Saiyan too, because remember Super Trunks. So I always need that. Like that's the early status of a Super Saiyan two. Yeah, I know my Dragon Ball Z logic. Okay, but for the Goku Black arc, it was kind of it was some good episodes, but most of it was just so dumb and pointless. I mean, because then most of my friends were copying this mess. I mean, complete like copying the whole show with their stop motions and all that stuff. Like it was just crazy. Okay, next is I think it's the I don't know what this. Damn, I don't forget what this arc called. It's well technically it's filler. There were episodes like of I think it was there was episodes that they them messing with the Dragon Balls. I mean, get the Dragon Balls to wish for a random mess. Just keep doing that stuff. I mean, yeah, it was kind of it was like what the hell it made an episode, and then it was funny that I will talk about that in the superhero movie later. Of course, there was an episode with Arale that were actually good. Those episodes, I actually kind of surprised. I think it's called the 9 Weeks of Peace arc or something. I think that's what it's called. Let's see. Those episodes are Raleigh. Those episodes with Goku and Krillin. Those episodes with Great Saiyaman or Gohan as the Great Saiyaman, and I think think that was pretty much it. Some of those episodes are actually good. And Yamcha baseball. Now that episode was actually great too. Yeah, there was a whole bunch of good episodes during that little filler. I guess you could say filler. All right. So now we get into the universe survival arc. That's how that's the final section here. All right. So basically, after the whole incident with Goku Black and all that stuff, Goku was basically, I want to know if Zeno want to do that whole Universal tournament, and that's technically because that will happen at the end of the Universe Six tournament. They wanted uh, to do a Universal tournament, so basically Goku went straight to Zeno, and of course there's now two Zenos, and Zeno creates the whole tournament. So basically, all the universes hate that mess, hate what Goku had done and all that stuff, and they had to gather fighters to come and do the tournament and everything, and basically start the whole arc off. The other characters had to train and all that stuff and get prepared for the whole Super Battle Royale. So that's what it would be. Okay, a lot of things that I hate in this whole story is so dumb, and there was some good things. See, there's always something good in here somewhere and something bad. Okay, good. Let's start with the good. Only thing that was good out of this whole arc was Gohan training with Piccolo. So that's the first good thing out of this whole arc. Gohan training with Piccolo. That was great. And I kind of like that. It's kind of cool to see characters that you don't hardly see all the time doing anything. they decided to have them to do something together. Okay, Android 17 returning was my favorite moment of this whole entire show. I'm not lying. I mean, seeing Chuck Hewitt voice 17 again was kind of nice. And of course, I know he did them in the games and stuff, but hearing him doing the voice in the show was great. Like, I was very happy. So 17 basically is the reason to watch the arc. It's technically true. He's the only reason to watch it. Okay, let's see. I think that's pretty much it. That was the only good things out of the arc. Let's get to the bad. Why would you go back and get Frieza? And technically, they took out Majin Buu and put Frieza in the whole spot. And you could have had Yamcha, Trunks, future Trunks if he had stayed. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all you need was Yamcha or Trunks. Uh, let's see. Yeah, that was. I was like, why the hell you could get Frieza? Like, I mean, like this. I don't get it. So dumb. Okay, let's talk about this female Broly. A, a lot of people was I'll I'll never forget that shit. Like, yeah, when I saw that shit for the first time, like, what the fuck am I watching? And I was like, are they serious? Then of course you had the other Saiyan named Khalifa. You know, a lot of people hate her. Some people were fantasize over her and all that shit. But I mean, female Broly, like, what the hell? Okay, then you got this. What else? Oh, oh! I got it. The whole tournament, technically, okay. Goku was so dumb and realized that erasing all the universes and then you brought all of them back, and you still haven't learned your lesson from that. Why would you do that? Yeah, go get Dragon Balls and wish everybody back. And Ultra Instinct, I don't really care for the form. It's not that surprising to me at all. It really is. It's not for hype or anything because it just. Ugh. But the whole Universal Survival arc, like I said, the only reason I watched it was 17, Android 17. And Gohan had moments in the arc as well. Some of the actual characters too, like I think it was Krillin, Goku, not Goku. Well, yeah, I guess Ultra Instinct. Then oh no, it's Gohan, Android 17. Uh, yeah, Frieza tried to get his moment too, but in reality, he'd still been okay. What else? Think that's pretty much it. But Master Roshi as well, you know, because Master Roshi actually is a good character to follow and actually has a great inspiration to the other characters. So Master Roshi too. But like I said, the whole arc was so dumb. I mean, complete like you want a battle royale, then and in the end, it's just uh, not even a battle royale. It's like a lame excuse of wishing everybody back. But yeah, like I said, it's disappointing. And surprisingly, that they didn't bring back this show at all because they know it was disappointing because it was not good. But you'll sit there and hate on GT and realize GT actually has more meaning than Super does because GT actually give you a story to follow. Unlike this, it doesn't have no meaning to it. Because out of all the arcs, you realize each arc takes an element from the older stories. Okay, Battle of Gods is basically the Sand Saga. Okay, the Sand Saga. Because Beerus kind of felt like Vegeta from the Sand Saga when Goku first fought him. Because that's what it felt like. Okay, Resurrection F is the the Frieza Saga and the Android Saga. Instead of you don't have in that you don't have Trunks killing Frieza, you have Goku killing Frieza. So it's basically the Frieza saga and to the beginning of the Android saga, with Trunks coming when Trunks appeared. So that's technically what it was. Okay, the Universe Six tournament is technically is actually reflecting off the Baba tournament in the Dragon Ball story, and it's actually reflecting off of the Otherworlds tournament from the the Otherworld from the beginning of the Majin Buu saga. Cause I think because the Otherworld had only what 7 episodes, and then starts the Majin Buu saga with Gohan as the Great Saiyaman. Okay, the Goku Black Art is basically a Android Saga 2. Technically, that's what it is. Instead, you don't got the androids. You have a Kai manipulating a Goku lookalike and wants to take over the world. Basically, trying to be like Cell. So that's all it was. But I think who they should have chose for that arc could have been the character from the Xenoverse game. That's who they should have chose instead of making a. Okay, the Universe Survivor arc is technically they took the whole idea from the Yuka Haki show, and that's what they did with that. They just took that whole tournament, that whole tournament they had in that show, and made it as this. That's what they done. Okay, if I had ranked these sagas, um, Battle of Gods would have been, I guess, a 6 because it has different things from it. Instead, of some of it is not in the movie, but it has different takes on the movie. Resurrection F is the movie. I did not like the movie at all. Didn't really like it. But as for this, it's still a 4. The Universe 6 tournament is a 5. Goku Blackheart is a 5 as well. The 9 weeks of peace arc is 8. A lot of good episodes during that whole listing. I was like, wow, these were good episodes. It's kind of surprising. Okay, in the Universe Survivor arc, oh boy, I guess a six. Uh, well, a seven, a seven, because the scenes with 17 in them were good. Gohan was great. Of course, Piccolo was great too. Um, there were a lot of good moments in the arc, but some of them, like, of course, like I didn't talk about like all the other characters that were in the show, like from like the characters that they fought, because half of all those characters did not have a lot of story time on screen. You just knew them by what they do and they fight how they do. Like the one that does the little Sailor Moon transformation and all that stuff. Like they was they didn't give a lot of character to those characters to fill to fulfill that point. Same with the Saiyans from Universe 6. Like they could give them more character instead of having a fangirl obsessing over Goku. Yeah, Khalifa. All right, so that is basically my ranking of all the arcs. So as for this final section, we'll be talking about the last movie that they released. That'd be the Dragon Ball superhero movie. So let's get started. So as the story of this movie, it kind of basically gave you a whole bunch of history of the Red Ribbon Army. Of course, they tell you the story what happened to the Red Ribbon Army. Of course, Goku defeated them and all that stuff, and of course, leads to that Doctor Gero. Of course, the whole thing of the androids and all that stuff, and basically as the I think it's the guy with the red hair. He has I think he has a son, and I think the guy with the red hair, the one with the eye patch, I think he has son. He has a son. Basically, took over the Red Ribbon facility and changed it. Then, then Doctor Gero actually has a grandson, and of course, it says that Android 21 was mentioned. Actually, yeah, she was actually mentioned in this movie. So it's kind of weird how she is not even in this movie at all. I find that strange. And then Android 16 as well. Then it gives sort of this guy, I forgot his damn name. Damn. Pew. I forgot his name. Shit. And like I said, guys, like you watch the movie and you be like, damn, don't remember that guy's name. Damn. I don't. It's kind of strange. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second. I need to- Okay, let me look. I'm gonna look this up for a second on my phone. Um, okay, okay, okay. Doctor Hada. Okay. Dang. I mean, like, see, I have to look it up on my phone. I could look it up on the screen, put the the tab, but I ain't gonna do that. So, all right. So, yeah, the other guy's name is Mc, McNetta. McGetta. Yeah, McGetta. Yeah. So, this movie, that's the story of that. Like the surviving, like, Doctor Halo is the grandson of Doctor Jarrell, and Android 16 is his son. I guess Android 21 is his mother. So she actually has a cameo in the movie. And it's kind of weird how she's not even in this movie. And you made Fighter Z, and she's not even in the show or yeah, any of that stuff. So it's kind of strange. Then you got they basically are trying to retell the whole story of the Android saga, but you realize every single move they try to do, it's like they want to retell that arc from the show that we remember. So like Battle Gods felt like the Sand Saga, and Resurrection F felt like they want to retell the Frieza saga, and instead of Trunks killing Frieza as the beginning of the Android saga, because that's how it's supposed to have been. And of course, the whole Broly movie is just a stop motion uh, fight. It's basically a kid with his action figures made a whole fight of them fighting against each other. That's all it is. I know. But as this, they try to tell a story, of course, and then they wanted Gohan and Piccolo have the more story. So that's what I like about that. Like we finally let them be the main characters of the movie. Even so, Goku and Vegeta had a some parts in the movie, but they were not really the main focus. So that's kind of like okay, you don't need to worry about them. So that's why I like about that. And of course, like half the characters that was in this movie They could did more. They could, but it was just not that enough. So basically, they wanted to blame the Capsule Corporation, calling them aliens and all that stuff, and wanted them to be destroyed. So they have two androids. They create Dr. Hill created two or three androids to basically they're not, as in some cases they're not really evil. Uh, so it's kind of like I thought they were, but they're not. Um, actually, Meg, Megetta wanted to release the Cell Max. Basically, it's the new new powerful being a cell, and basically wants to release it on the Earth. Basically, it's that if cell did get released like that on the Earth, it'll basically blow up the whole entire Earth. And I like how they retcon that whole thing as Piccolo can't drive. So I'm like, oh my god, they stole that right from they retcon that whole scene of him. I guess that's that part of the show. It's filler, it's filler. But in reality, it's not really filler. So they, like I said, they just retcon it. They retcon it. Another thing that I find so kind of strange that Piccolo and Kami, they saying Piccolo and Kami are not merged no more in the movie. And I'm like, ain't Piccolo and Kami are still one? Because Dende is still the guardian of Earth, right? And Kami and Piccolo are merged. He is still merged. I find it strange. Like I said, it was kind of weird. And I was like, the hell? They're still merged. What the hell are they talking about? And then we find out what I'm gonna tell you guys now that's so stupid as fuck in this movie. Is that Bulma is basically using the Dragon Balls and want cosmetic surgery on herself. Now, you kept if GT was kept kept in the correct standpoint, this should have been one of the bad wishes in that show. Yeah, Bulma's using the Dragon Balls to make herself look younger. That could have been a thing, right? Right? So basically, use the Dragon Balls for stupid meanings. I mean, that's the whole point of it. It's just not right. Now you know what Dragon Balls are used by. Bulma. Man. So technically, as you know, as during this whole movie, uh, the Red Ribbon kidnapped Pan, and Gohan has to go save her. And Piccolo basically was technically was trying to get Gohan to get back into fighting and training again, and that's what happened. And of course, leads to a pretty cool fight. Of course, with Gohan fighting the androids. I think it was Gamma 2. No, I think it was Gamma 1. I forget. I think the red one. He was fighting that one, and then Piccolo was fighting Gamma 2. He did fight him the first time, but Gamma 2 thought he had beat Piccolo. Of course, they had a cool fight and a fight again and all that stuff. And they basically told the truth that Magneta, I keep saying I think he was I think it's Magneta. Magenta. Yeah, magenta. Yeah, magenta. I thought it was Magneto. I keep thinking of that robot from the show from Super. Yeah, magenta. He wearing like reddish pink. Yeah. So magenta basically basically wants to release the ultimate weapon, of course, against that because he realized that those two androids were not not because they're not really evil. There's those two androids, Gamma One, Gamma Two. They're not really evil at all. They're not. So Mag- Magenta want went to inside the laboratory and basically try to release this cell out of cell and cell max, and of course Dr. Halo basically did the stupidest thing I kind of ever would see in Dragon Ball. You released them anyway, so just technically basically a whole situation the characters fight against that cell. Of course, you have Android 18, you have Krillin come, you had Goten Trunks basically was so stupid, turning himself fat. I'm like, what the hell? Like I said, I mean, it was not the whole thing of it. Like I'm thinking in my head, like, but anyway, Gamma Two sacrificed himself to try to stop Cell. Then, of course, that led to Piccolo Piccolo battling Cell Max, basically trying to get Gohan to release his ultimate power. And of course, that the form that you guys see in the movie, Gohan Beast Mode, whatever you call it, basically became the ultimate form. Then, of course, Gohan saved the day and defeated Cell. All right. So, like I said, it's kind of surprising like they kept Goku and Vegeta out of the movie, kind of mostly out of the movie, because they wanted to focus on Gohan and Piccolo. It was kind of nice. That's what I like about the movie. They they gave them more story together, and it was kind of nice they actually done that. Something I kind of never thought they would have done throughout this whole entire series. They there no there's people on the story writing that want the other characters to have more time on screen, but it's they not trying to do that because that's the people at the company just not want that to happen. Like, because look at the screen here. You got Goku fully focused right here on the screen, and you got Vegeta that close behind him. And you can kind of tell that all the other characters are pushed away in the background. It's that's how it is. Like they because you look at the Super Broly movie cover, you got Goku and Vegeta, and you got Broly. They all close up on the screen. Goku and Vegeta like close up, power up, Super Saiyan Blue, like that, all over the screen. And that's the whole movie. It's basically Goku and Vegeta. That's all it is. So yes, that's what I like about that. And of course I know like in the end like Go Vegeta beats Goku. Basically it's that line that he actually says in the game. I think it's in Tekkaichi series games. Okay, he said Yes, yes, at last, I finally defeated Kakarot. Yeah. I mean, that's that classic line I remember from the game. So overall, for superhero, it actually was a good movie. I kind of like that with Gohan and Piccolo have more story. It was kind of nice, and you know, that's what I kind of wanted to see from Dragon Ball is to let the other characters have story, and that's what I want. Kind of really did, but the whole thing with Cell. This movie could have been a perfect, get it, perfect point for Cell to return. Like they can recreate Cell and reborn him, and they could have done that in this movie. They could have had Android 17, 18 have more points in the movie, and they should have had all of that. And I kind of think Android 21 could have been in this movie too, because if they was going to make a movie with her in it, they should have done that. So it's kind of strange they did not do that. So yeah, like Cell could have been perfect. Look, yeah, Cell could have been a perfect return in this movie. He could have been. And you know, all you had for that Cell Max, he just the guy that plays Cell. That's all he's doing. But overall, like I said, at least for superhero, it gave Goku and Vegeta time off screen because that's what they should be, and focus on other characters. That's what they should done. For a rating of this movie, I guess I'll give it a 8 because for Gohan and Piccolo to have more story, and I like that's what I liked about it, and it was kind of nice for them to do stuff together, and that's what I liked about the movie. So yeah, so pretty much as for Dragon Ball Super as a whole, the series, me going back looking at this show, I I did not regret it really, but there was some moments in the show that was good, but not everything. It was because like when I watch Z, Z and GT, I there was moments in the show that I always remembered and I always liked, and that's what's great about those shows. But Super, it had a moment in the show or so, but it did not. Some of them were not that good, and some of them were very bad. So that's why I kind of enjoyed the older shows, Dragon Ball Z. And that's what I liked about that. But overall, for Super show fully, it's a 5, but it's not that great. It was never was. I guess I kind of not really like trashed on Super that hard this time because going back watching it and look at the whole series as a whole, you know like I don't regret buying the DVD set, but because so I have all of Z and GT. Only series I don't have as a whole is Dragon Ball, but that's what I said about in the other episode of Dragon Ball. When I talk about Dragon Ball, I have not a lot of memories of the original Dragon Ball. A lot, besides the Goku versus Piccolo at the 23rd tournament. So that's only thing I remember. Okay, so Dragon Ball Super as a whole, 5. So guys, hope you guys enjoy this video, 1 hour video of me talking about Dragon Ball Super. And so as for the final episode coming after this Dragon Ball Dragon Ball discussion remaster series will be the conclusion to all of Dragon Ball, everything. And I know a lot of people wanted me to talk about the new show that they just came out with like 2 weeks ago at the trailer that they showed. And so far, I'm not really caring for it. So, I mean, like, I don't know what the hell they're thinking. I'm not going to talk about it. But maybe I will. But right now, no. No. I kind of see why all those guys were making all these Bulma and Vegeta. They're gonna they're gonna have a great story in our fan made mangas. Oh, I keep gotta make up more. I gotta make up more fan made mangas. I mean, like, who is it? Black Skate. Uh, there's a whole bunch of them. Like, they just make a whole bunch of. Oh man, it's just sad. These guys want some more Dragon Ball content, but let's see how it be when they see that show. And I think it's coming out next year in the fall of 2024. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna be watching it, so uh, oh my god, everybody is kids. Everybody got turned into fucking kids. Oh shit! I mean, like, fuck am I watching? Okay, I'm done with that. I'm done. Okay, okay. Well, guys, hope you guys enjoy this video talking about Dragon Ball Super and this Dragon Ball superhero movie. But that new show they just announced, hell no. I will never. Like I said, I would. I will not watch it. I'm telling you, I would not watch that. No, 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 no. All right. So hope you guys enjoy this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And watch my other Dragon Ball discussion videos that I have on my channel here. And of course, in today's episode of Dragon Ball Discussion Remastered, we talked about Dragon Ball Super and the story and everything. And the next episode will be the conclusion to the all of Dragon Ball and everything. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, hope you guys enjoy. Like, comment. I already said that. And see you guys next time. Yeah, I was about to say, talk about that show again. Damn. Sometimes I repeat myself. But like I said, it's crazy. I'm like, I don't know what the hell was I watching. And I know I was like, I thought this was fake at first. And I'm like, this is a damn trailer, and they show this shit. I'm like, what the hell? They're kids. They're kids. Oh my god. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. So See you guys, and peace.